For over 20 years, Country Chevrolet has been selling great cars to great people. From tire kicking to negotiating, car buyers get great deals at Country Chevrolet. And Country Chevrolet has put thousands of people in new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, making them happy, satisfied customers, many of them for life. Since the creation of the internet, CountryChev.com has opened up a virtual car lot to the world. They now literally cover the country, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You can view hundreds of automobiles of any make, model, price range at CountryChev.com. After all, automobiles are cheaper in the country. See for yourself at CountryChev.com, proud sponsor of Carl's podcast.
Good afternoon, everybody. This is Carl's Corner, and you're talking Carl's podcast right here on the Tom Bernard Network. Brought to you live by the CountryChev.com studios. We've got a wonderful day out there today, the day after the St. Patrick's Day, which I always called amateur hour. I could drink more than all those people combined any other day of the week, and twice on Sunday. Well, at least that's what I thought in the military when I was out in the service and talking like that. Anyhow, we've got a wonderful show planned for you today, a lot about nothing. I've got a bunch of old tapes I'd like to play and talk to you about, and I want to take a call. Maybe he'll call in during the show. I've got a question out there to Dubé on the podcast network. Wanted to talk to him and find out how he's doing. And what else was there? I've got an in-studio guest today, and we'll get to introduce him after we talk about CountryChev.com, bringing you Carl's Corner. Very happy to be here and excited about it, aren't you? Make sure you check everything out on the interweb if you haven't found us already on the Twitter. It's Carl's Corner. Okay, let's start it all over again from the top because we'll get to know each other a little better. And we're always happy on the program when people call me and say, well, how do we get involved with your program? And I say, well, come on into the studio here, have yourself a cup of Sanka or whatever you'd like and learn about it, and we'll talk. So we've got in the CountryChev.com studio today is, he'll introduce himself. He wants to be part of the program. What's your name and rank and serial number?
Carl, it's Dan Lick here with Centennial Glass. We're a full-service auto glass provider in the Twin Cities here, and just want to thank you for the opportunity to come on your show.
Now, Twin Cities, but you're worldwide, you said. You said you were kind of a global, multinational company, too, family-owned, of course, so you can get you anywhere across the World Wide Web. Isn't that true?
That is true. You can get in contact with us any day of the week at www.centennialglass.biz, and it's B-I-Z, and we do have a network throughout the country that no matter where you're at, we can take care of you, and we can give you the level of customer service that you deserve.
Yeah, well, listen, he's come in here, and he's a very nice kid, I'll tell you. He brought a gift here, all these donuts. I don't know what I'm going to do with all of them, but we'll bring them to people afterwards. And he also brought one of these deals for the mouse clicker, too, so I can put on there and work instead of being on the table. What the hell does that do with auto glass? Why you got that?
What's it say on it?
It says Centennial Glass. See the clear difference.
Yep, that's the point. Every time you use your computer, that's what you see. So we have 1 million of them, and we'd love to share them.
Oh, okay, fine. Well, that's real nice. Now, this is a multinational global company, you said, but it's family-owned now. Tell me anything you know about your family.
Well, I'll tell you what. Not only are we family-owned, we also have a very good close friend of our family that's part owner as well. So it's more than family-owned. We're taking care of a few families here. We're growing, and we're excited about it.
You an only child?
Actually, I'm not. I have 3 brothers and 3 sisters. We grew up in St. Paul, and everybody kind of does their own thing, but my brother and I, about 5 years ago, decided to start an auto glass company.
Your family is all in different kinds of work, or what other types of things your brothers and sisters are doing? Are they all alive?
Yes, they are, fortunately. We have one sister that does daycare. One owns a house cleaning and a commercial cleaning company. My brother Doug's in sales, and my brother Don's in PR. He does a lot of PR work for a cement company. That's about it.
Well, you guys are all seem to be in a salesman type of a role there. Even the sisters doing the house cleaning, they got to go get them to get the clients. That's kind of being in a family business, I suppose, huh?
Yeah, that's exactly right. It's all about taking care of people, and that's what also kind of sets us apart from some of our competition. It's the personal touch, it's the quality of our products, and we don't cut any corners, and people sure appreciate that.
Yeah, so a lot of people don't understand about it. Me, one of them, I haven't driven in years, but I do understand in an automobile there's a windshield covered under auto owner's insurance or whatever you got. But it's crucial to stability and safety of a car, because if that's not safe, anything coming down the road might fly right through it, right?
Yep, that's true, but another important piece of it is if you're ever in a rollover accident and you end up on the top of your car in the ditch, your windshield is an integral part in supporting the roof. So with that being said, what I said in the last statement about using quality products, our urethane is the best in the business, and that's what keeps the windshield in place. If that windshield pops out, who knows where things and people and everything's going to be flying. So we like to use the best products possible.
I suppose you don't cut corners and any of that kind of stuff, and you seem to be American made here, but the products that you use, they're available overnight, or what's typically a turnaround for a windshield?
A lot of times we can do it. We have same day service. It just depends if the windshield's available, and we work around schedules too. Everybody's busy and traveling and doing things like that, so we just try to accommodate, whether it's getting to somebody's house at 7 in the morning or 7 at night, or meeting them at their kid's soccer game. I mean, we just go the extra mile to make sure we take care of our clients.
Okay, now I was reading here on your pamphlet and things, you've got cash discounts available, huh? Under the table kind of deal, or what?
No, it's all above board, Carl. It's basically, you have some people, they just don't want to pay to have auto glass coverage. So there's a cash market out there. We do cash jobs, and we discount and are competitive with other companies around the Twin Cities here.
Well, on the program, Carl's Corner, talking to Danny about auto glass, and Centennial Glass is the name. We're taking calls if anybody's even listening on the podcast today. The studio line's always available at 612-567-2538. You can call and talk to me or him about anything, but we're talking to Centennial Glass. See the clear difference today. They want to be a part of the program on Carl's podcast, and I applaud him for coming in and sitting down and bringing me all these donuts. Now,
Carl, I do have a question for you.
What?
You put the hard sell on me, and you said you had a lot of people listening to your show here. I just heard a statement. You said, if there's anybody listening. I mean, you've given me a little heat since I got here this morning. What's going on with that?
Well, I don't know. See, that's the whole deal, and that's why I have you come in here, so you see that all this shit is legit. You know what I mean? It's I've got a microphone here, and they've got the calls, and people call once in a while, and I talk to them, but I don't know where it goes after that. Your guess is as good as mine. So what I like to do, there's a clicker, someone's counting it somewhere. We can have the Dutchman or one of these other guys talk to you about it in the marketing department.
Okay.
So I know they're there. They've showed them to me.
All right.
Yeah, see, now if you get on, you're on the interweb, right?
Oh, every day.
So you look and you see for yourself. That's why you come in here. You know people are listening.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're going to call now, later, but...
eventually they'll call us, right?
Yeah, sometimes they do. What were we talking about?
We're talking about auto glass.
Oh, yeah. So what else kind of do you do? Do you do if I broke a window, kicking a kickball when the grandkids are over and I got to clean it up before the old lady gets home? Do you do that kind of work?
We do. It's actually about 25% of our business. Our key business is obviously auto glass, but if you do break a window in your house or your business, we could certainly take care of that for you as well.
Well, what else do you like to do? What are your special interests? You seem like you're a philanthropist, too. You probably donate a lot.
We do. Actually, we do have a goal. We do have a goal to donate 10% of our proceeds each year to the youth in areas in South St. Paul, or South St. Paul area area, St. Paul area. That's kind of where we've targeted as of right now. Hoping to be able to expand that soon.
Well, that's wonderful. We're talking to Centennial Glass, and now you ask and they shall come. Here's the phone call. Let me turn it up here. I think this is the right one. Is that it? Hello?
Hello? Hello? Can
Yes.
you hear me?
This is welcome. You're on Carl's Corner. You're talking to Dan from Centennial Glass. And Carl, who's this?
First of all, Carl, thanks for taking the call. Skip Sanders, I appreciate your show, and I heard Dan asking if people listen. Well, I listen all the time. I really enjoy the show. I have a question for Dan. Can you hear me, Dan?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, we've got you on the phone.
I was wondering, see, I'm a South St. Paul guy. Are you of the Lick family from South St. Paul? Are you related to Richard Lick?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, Richard's my dad.
Now,
Oh, is that right? Well, here's why I ask. I graduated a couple of years behind him, and I sure remember him. Those guys used to race up and down Southview. Boy, they would spend time at Dairy Queen. This guy was kind of their hangout. Boy, I sure remember him. He's kind of a hellraiser.
Yeah, I tell you what, I hear some stories, and I basically have to cut people off because you only want to know so much. Yeah,
I bet.
Yeah, you guys were all kind of a little crazy back in the day.
Oh, and I mean, you have a big family, if I remember.
Yeah, we do actually.
You said 8, right?
Nope, it's
What?
7.
7.
Oh, I didn't
7
know it
was
was
enough.
8.
Yeah, 3
For
brothers
old-
and 3 sisters.
For old Mrs.
Oh, boy.
Lick.
Yeah.
Now, listen, that's... you want to ask any questions about auto glass or anything like that? Since you know them, you could call them.
Well, I recently did have last year a chip done not by your company. Sorry about that. If I'd have known, I'd have definitely called you. I just kind of went with who the insurance company recommended. Are you guys recommended by specific insurance companies?
We are actually we are approved by the majority of insurance companies. But the nice thing is, in Minnesota, you can select whoever you want to do your auto glass. So basically, what we like to say is just give us a call. You don't even have to bother your agent. All I need is your name, your insurance company, your policy number, your home address, and your make and model of your vehicle. We'll have a new windshield or a windshield repair done the next day.
You guys handle all that, huh? All that insurance stuff.
Yep,
eh?
it's a. We usually have to do a 3-way call with the insurance company. It takes about 5 minutes. Then you have an appointment. It's a pretty smooth process.
Hey, did your dad? He was a hockey guy.
Yeah, he played hockey for a few years.
He played for the Packers, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he was all state and went to the state tournament. Him and
Is that right?
Whitey Willer and all those
Oh.
guys. I'm sure you remember him.
So,
South St. Paul is sure known for their hockey back in those days. I mean, I think they kind of brought it to the forefront.
Yeah,
They were big.
Yeah, that's for sure.
well,
Isn't
that's...
that where Doug Woog is from?
Yeah, he is actually.
He played hockey.
Yeah.
So that's all the same place that you know all those people and work with them?
Well, I didn't really run with those guys.
No,
I
I'm
wasn't
talking
there. I
to
was in choir.
I'm talking to
Yeah,
Dan.
they were good guys. I mean,
Who the hell
you know,
is this guy?
They weren't too hard on me.
No,
That's
I was
good.
talking to Dan. Can you hear me? I
Hello?
mean it. Yeah, this is Carl. This is my program, Carl's Corner. I'll take care of everything. I'll answer questions around here.
Thanks a lot.
Listen,
Okay, bye.
You can
Thank
stay
you.
on the line if you want. 'Cause I just want to go back to the hockey question about state tournaments were just here. So your family was involved in that too?
Well, yeah, we all the boys played hockey and we were in the state tournaments. So I think I never did the official math, but I think between the 4 brothers there was probably 9 state tournaments that we were involved in, and then I believe my dad played in 3 himself as well back in the mid-50s.
And your dad's name is Richard.
You're correct.
Okay, well, I was
Where are you
thinking-
going with this, Carl?
I was thinking about that as he was telling that story about your father, and as I wrote his name down here in a pad of paper, and I thought, whoa, Dick Lick, huh? He must have got a lot of ribbing as a kid, or at least you guys did, huh?
Yeah, there was a fair amount of that, but I think everybody came through okay, and we're doing fine.
I'm sure you had late night calls, people asking for Dick Lick at about 2 in the morning, huh?
Oh, it was for a while. There was somebody that thought it was pretty hilarious. It was kind of a weekly thing, and it did get old, and we ended up having to take the phone off the hook a time or two.
I think it's funny, that kind of stuff, when people do that. I've done it myself, I call the Wong Kitchen, oh, you don't serve that. Well, then I must have called the Wong Kitchen.
Exactly.
And it was a Wong Kitchen, too.
Yeah.
We're talking the Carl's podcast online all the time. They tell me you can tweet me. Go to our website, countrychef.com. You'll find all the stuff you need to know about program and all the doings that there is to be had in contacting the program, countrychev.com. We're in the studio, though, talking with the hell now. You're not Richard.
No, my name's Dan, Carl.
You're Dan. You're Danny, and your brother...
Brother Dave is
Dave.
He's part owner with me, and then Russ Jasper, another kid from South St. Paul, is also an owner.
Oh, okay. Got a kind of a three-way deal going, huh? Three-way split. Now,
There you
who
go.
does the work now? You're in here with me. You must be a sales guy.
Yep, I do.
You look sharp. You're all dressed.